Hey everybody, this is Ardoom, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Let's Play Darkest Dungeon, and today we're going to be going into the Courtyard to have a bit more of a trek towards the evil Viscount. Before we do that, we've had a request in from one of our subs, Insanity Sends 89, to be a bounty hunter. So I will definitely, well, or a leper, or whatever else, but bounty hunter is the first on the list, which is what we'll do, and again it's going to be Mr. Oh, Insanity Send 89, and we'll make sure that he's marked as being a special. I've done that with all of my play-along characters. As you can see, you all have a little asterisk, so I know that you aren't to die under any circumstances. We've got a party kitted out especially for bug hunting. Again, we've got ourselves Sarah, the legendary Hellion, who's got Sanguine Snuff to help her out, and again, she's currently craving. We'll get her into Bloodlust as quickly as we can, because all she can do is advance and do even more damage, and again, that extra dodge is going to come in very, very handy, as is the extra crit. Nico is rocking the Mercurial Salve to do plus 25 damage, as well as an Ancestor's Coat to buff out his dodge. Desurs is carrying the Ancestor's Lantern on behalf of us all, as well as a Martyr Seal to avoid it being on death's door if we can help it, and again, Martyr Seal. I'm going to try Chirurgeon's Charm rather than the specialized Vestal thing. It gives you less of a buff to your healing skills, but doesn't debuff anything else. And I guess the decision there is to, I mean, comparing Sacred Scroll, it's negative 10% stress plus 33% healing skills, less speed, less overall damage, and less stun skills. And stuns come in really damn useful. I mean, alternatively, I could try and again drop in this Atonement Beads, but it's just, I don't want to use her as a melee. I need to use her as a heal, so that is fine by me. Again, everyone is rocking the curse. Nico is already wasting, to be honest, and yeah, we've got Craving in place on Sarah, so we'll bring quite a bit of blood. Let's provision up and see how we do. Before I get started, I'll just quickly change a few screens on my other monitor, and let us provision up and get ready to go. Cash-wise, we are so fine, so we can spend as much as we want to, but the first thing we're going to have to make sure that we do is bring along at least 8 blood, and again, I'm just going to do some juggling there. We'll bring along a full stack of medicinal herbs, full stack of shovels, full stack of skeleton keys. Actually, skeleton keys aren't really that, they're not really that useful, to be entirely honest, because it's only the quest items that need to unlock. We'll think on that. Bandages are obviously very useful. Holy water, not so much. Torches, yes, absolutely, and then quite a good deal of food. But I could bring more shovels if I wanted to, but I'm not going to, and the real question is how many keys should I bother bringing along? I mean, cash-wise, it's not a huge problem. I can just throw them out as and when I need to. But that said, I'd rather be efficient if I can help it. The only other thing for us to worry about here is going to be, oh my god, phone is calling. So sorry guys, I'm going to have to pause and come back to you guys in 3 seconds. Okie dokie, and we're back. Sorry about that. My lovely wife was having a cake emergency, and I needed to be party to the great sorrow that it was. In any case, that is neither here nor there, nor is it meaningful in any conceivable way to you guys, because no one knows what a cake emergency is. I think we've got everything we need. So shovels, bandages, torches, lots of food, some keys, some medicinal herbs. I'm trying to read through my little cheat sheet list here about what is good and what is not. I think that's going to have to do us, to be honest. Yeah, don't really need holy water. I mean, I've missed out on some of those blood fountains before. Let's bring 2. Let's just bring a stack. Why not? Money literally isn't a problem for us anymore. It's just about having the best opportunity to find the right stuff and get the awesome trinkets that we want and need. Let's embark in and yeah, get into the episode. As always, while things are loading up, and this is going to be a long load because this dungeon is immense, I'm going to thank you guys very much for tuning in. It's great having an audience to share this game with. Darkest Dungeon is a fantastic game. I've sunk hundreds and hundreds of hours into it. The DLC, Crimson Court, has been a great addition. And yeah, it's nice having company as I play the game. So thanks really. Thanks very much. Alrighty, look at this mess that we're in. So last time we were here, okay, first things first. Wasting, no longer wasting. Bloodlust, okay, you get your buff now to your crit and your dodge, and that's going to be immense. Yeah, 45 dodge, that's awesome. 7.5% base crit is pretty awesome, especially when you couple it with a plus 7% crit from Iron Swan. That will be like a 14.5% chance to hit that through. That's amazing. Alrighty, let's do some quick shuffling of the old inventory. Done and Dunsky. In the last episode, we hit an obstacle there, which we avoided. We have a few curios here which weren't relevant to us. I think that might be a blood fountain. We could check it out, but I'm not going to bother. Let's just advance onwards bravely. into the dungeon, and let's see what we have to see. Right, no combat yet. This could be a boss, and given that, I might consume just a little bit of food. Yeah, 35, alright, and let's see what we have to see here. Nope, it's empty, and that's fine. That gives us a free camp firewood. Firewood, yep, gives us free firewood. It's going to be very, very useful. We get a scan in, and it's just one direction at this stage. So let's just keep our eyes open and our wits about us. We have a ghoul and a courtesan, which we have surprise for, thanks to the Ancestor's Lantern as well, which is freaking amazing. Let's consider options carefully. So their resistance to bleed is actually pretty weak on both. Let's get a hit in 4 and 6. None too shabby, and bleed's taken down on the entire bunch. Let's keep focusing down on that courtesan because she is potentially a problem. Not quite enough to get her killed. Let's just... it's overkill. But sometimes overkill is very useful. Chance to stun this guy is like non-existent, so that's completely fine. Let's try it anyway. The torch is a factor for us, so we don't need to buff that, but hey, it works. That just buys us some extra time, and that means we get to stay very, very well in control in the next round of combat. Again, bleed resist is still 65 in this chap. Don't need to worry about the stress of these guys at this stage. Let's just drop a slice off here. 4 damage, not as amazing as the other, and no bleed takes. Let's punish him. 4 damage again, and that adds 10 bleed to the mix, and let's keep going now that that bleed has been debuffed. So the bleed resist has been debuffed. That's 14 damage every single turn. Chance to stun now is absurdly ridiculous. We may as well give it a shot, why not? Yep, that isn't going to work. That's completely fine with me. 14 HP gone, 20 HP left. Ren goes down for 16 damage. That's the first strike he's gotten in on us. It's a good strike, but we will endure regardless. Let's keep getting those bleeds going. Damage over time now is enough to kill him in his next action. We don't need to do diddly, but we may as well occupy the turn. We just want to have a chance that Vestal to do her work. In the meantime, we'll just do a minor self-heal with the Hellion. That's fine by me. Again, that buff is going to be handy for 3 rounds. And Divine Grace in place, up by 11. Very, very nice. And that Hellion is practically topped off just in time for the ghoul to bleed to death in a way which is dramatic, prolific, and exciting. Meantime, let's carry on and keep our eyes peeled. Oh, someone is wasting. Done. Alright, that's all fixed up. And we have 1 person in Bloodlust and 3 people who are just fine. Lots and lots of manservants. Like so many manservants. This is an insane number of manservants. Let's get things open with a chain bleed. 6 and 7. None too shabby, but no bleeds taken in this instance. Infallible Servitude goes down. And yeah, Infallible Servitude is a weird one. It is a weird one. Let's just try and get this guy killed. That's taken care of now. Only 3 left. And Iron Swan, I think, for that back row. Unfortunately, he gets a dodge in, which is frustrating and regrettable. Okay. Infallible Servitude again. And this guy is double guarded. Does that mean if I get an attack in? Okay, so he removes the guard off. It's just weird. So who's guarding who? Manservant rank 2, 2 rounds. Okay, that's weird. Let's just drop a judgment. Drop a judgment on this chap here. 4 damage taken, and yeah, decent bit of health topped up there. Let's keep going and choose our options carefully. Enrage, slight, 5 damage, bit of stress, but the move is the biggest problem for us, to be entirely honest. Probably that Vestal's going to move last in order, which is going to be an issue as well. Again, we've got 2 guys that are currently carrying a mark, but that's not going to be a huge challenge for us, to be honest. Wicked Hack right here, and that guy is entirely deaded. Can't do much here beyond looking at some stress management, and it's a good time for it. Let's take care of some on the Vestal first of all, because again, she has fewer chances to get a critical in on enemy damage. And let's move the Vestal back in position. Fantastic. I'll be able to use my Flagellant this turn in a meaningful way. Enraging Slight, once again, 4 damage taken, and a bit of stress. No move though, which is very, very nice. Let's actually start getting some damage done, particularly on this chappy here. 15 damage. Bleed takes. He is already dead. He just does not know it, and that is just fine by me. Iron Swan back row, make it happen. 16 damage, and hopefully someone can take care of the rest of our worries here. De-stress the Flagellant. Nico is carrying the most frustration in life, and that's just fine. Again, we can't do much else with the lads, though I will transfer some stress and reduce its value for the moment. Again, we just need to have some of these piles of corpses die, otherwise we're going to have problems. And again, that Infallible Servitude is going to be cleared off. Unfortunately, it may impact our ability. Oh no, it does not impact our ability to kill at all. At all. That is absolutely fabulous. They die by bleeding out in a horrible and righteous way.
Creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
We'll drop that torch in favor of a bit of extra blood because I have a feeling it's going to come in very, very useful in the imminent future. May as well just use that torch as well for a buff as we have it. Survival guide isn't necessarily particularly necessary, neither are the busts, but it's neither here nor there. We've got stuff to do. Scout comes through and we have a east and northwards axis to follow. It's a long walk and I'm concerned about what it might be. Let's press on. It could be that we have a key or something else hidden away down here, which could be necessary, but I just want to press on and try and at least identify where the Viscount is, so I can, well, so I can kill him, really. Don't need any more firewood at this particular juncture. Having two is just going to be occupying spots in my inventory. I could double back and do a heal in place, but it's just not necessary, to be honest. Let's take out the obstacle, and we are already running a little, well, not running low on shovels, like we're using them, that's what they're for, but just keep our wits about us. Don't need any more food at this stage, really. I mean, I could eat some, and yeah, why not? Go, and you've got, yeah, only one hit point shy, that's fine. Let's decontaminate you, grab some food, grab some gold, hopefully, grab a key. I don't need a key. I already have a full stack of keys, that's fine. Nothing else for us to worry about. Let's keep pressing on. No battles visible as yet, so, oh, craving. That's fine, you're only craving, you aren't wasting. I keep skipping those events, and that's a problem. Let's take a chance on this Wizened Shrew. If we get some, like, very rares, that would be amazing. It's a rare. It's worth something. We'll certainly ditch that elf in favor of that survival guide. None of these other things are really particularly worthwhile, so we'll just keep on carrying on. I know it's a bit wasteful just to throw them out without knowing what else you're going to get, but I'm feeling cocky. Oh my god, look at these corridors. Look at these corridors. Alright, I'm going to take out this fork now. I'm just going to head back the way I came because I'm guessing that's going to be where we find the next key thing. Going to skip off that item there. Our Bloodlust has cleared, unfortunately, on the Hellion, so she no longer has her dodge and crit buff, but we'll consider that as necessary when we get to the next battle, whether we want to buff her into Bloodlust. We're also just accruing a little bit of stress. Oh my god. Oh my god, at least we had surprise on them. Manservant and 3 freaking Chevaliers. That is nasty as hell. I'm going to want to buff my accuracy, buff my speed, and buff my crit. That is absolutely, without a doubt. Chain bleeds are not worth it for this opening round. Let's focus on boosting our stats, and again, that does stack in place quite handily. Not worried about that Manservant guarding people. I am worried about the damage that these Chevaliers can do, so let's get started on at least one of them. Alright, no really strong results there at all. Let's keep on going, just some old-fashioned damage there, rather than doing anything fancy at all. And can we try for a stun? We definitely can. Let's try for a stun on the one that is already the most injured. Let's see if that takes. And it does. Fantastic. Alright, so at least they denied one action next turn. And it was the first guy in chain. Infallible Servitude does go down. There's a guard in place there, and we're going to have a harder and harder time taking care of that Manservant. Buried Blast goes down. 8 and 10. Not really too bad in the grand scheme of things. That debuff is a huge problem, especially with him stunned out and not letting me do him any meaningful damage. Not enough damage yet on the Flagellant for us to activate some mega overpowered abilities, but with that all said and that all done, it's time for us to keep working down this one Chevalier and hoping to get a kill. No bleeds yet, which is really frustrating. Enraging Slight goes down, 5 damage taken, and a move, which is horrible, especially given that he is stunned, but what can we do? Let's just try and get that Chevalier worked down and hope to survive this combat. Probably do a focused heal for the moment, yeah, on the Jester. Crit for 20, not too shabby. Stress goes down and everyone is looking just fine, suffering Skewer. Well, a good thing I healed him up, otherwise he would be such a dead man. Oh, I forgot to debuff his... Oh, don't die to Sirs. You'll be fine. I'll keep you alive. I'll keep you alive. You have a turn this turn, and I will definitely buff you. Damn, well, there's no point me moving. Let's, yeah, there's no point there. Okay, let's bandage. Let's cure those debuff. That debuff, that's terrible. Let's move back to allow at least our Hellion to do her work. And let's try and get a kill in on at least one of these Chevaliers. Right, one is down. These guys just output so much damage. It's insane. Get that Infallible Servitude is dropped in place. A guard is there. Hopefully they leave. Oh, thank God. I get the first action on my Jester, and again, it's only 9 damage, 9 HP healed up. Literally no sum change, but again, with that stun in place, we're going to have some huge problems. Subterranean Skewer, 17 damage, he's on Death's Door. Oh, and a bleed as well. That's going to be terrible depending on when the turns break out. I need to get some healing done on these guys, and I can do diddly with the guys that I have. Critical 15, that's at least something, and a bleed is taken now, but I could well lose my Jester. The first Death's Door check, and we survive, but the stress is something else. Death's Door check, and we survive. This is insane work, guys. Oh my god, this is so tense. Okay, bit of damage there, 12 HP, still 14 HP left. Let's, again, get this poor Jester off Death's Door, up by 11, and that's going to keep you alive just for a few more moments. Need to camp immediately after this, I think, because, oh my god, back down to Death's Door. And those bleeds are just ramping insanely. Subterranean Skewer goes down. No! Oh my god! This is so intense. There is so much bleed. There is so much bleed on Desurus. He could be dead. He could be dead, guys. I'm really, really concerned about this. That Manservant's going to be causing me nothing but problems. I can't get an insta-kill on him, even with my higher crit. Let's just do what we can. 13 damage. If that's all we can do, that's all we can do. And we survive. Another Death's Door check. That is nuts. Let's keep removing those debuffs. I can't do anything to help beyond... I mean, I can try and maximize that chance for crit. That's all I can do at this stage to really improve my chance of surviving. It's the Vestal up next, I hope. Nope. Okay, Gibbering Entourage goes down, and I don't know what that does. Marked Guard, okay. Right, heal up, get off Death's Door. Alright, not getting any crits on heals, unfortunately, and that's really concerning. It's really concerning, but 14 damage taken, and we're on Death's Door again with Sarah. Every single named character is going to die. This is insane. Damn it, RNGesus, why are you so cruel to me? Let's keep things going. Let's keep things going, and let's try and get some people back to being in the land of the living. Again, that Manservant is going to be dead in the next round. That's fine. Vestal is going to be up next imminently for a heal, but let's just try and do this the old-fashioned way. Crit for 20, that's what we want to see. And oh my goodness, you will not believe what I'm seeing here. Let's move on and try and at least get some damage done. Nothing is coming through in position. We may as well try self-heal. No, we'll try and get that Chevalier bleeding, and it takes. That's fantastic. These Courtyard matches are so intense. 10 and 11, god damn. Sorry, someone's playing Silly Buggers in the apartment here, and that is her prerogative. She can play Silly Buggers whenever she likes. A pass! Why are you passing? You evil, evil man. Alright, let's get some damage done. 13 HP and only 17 left to go. I think a party heal is called for, because that's the best spread, but 10 and 10, let's try our best. Only 4s, though. Only 4s, it's not enough. It's not enough. Let's just try and get the Chevalier dead. I'm really worried about surviving this. I might actually walk backwards just to endure the damage, and... wow. That was intense. That was a really intense battle. Let's use that blood to max out our... oh, that was the wrong guy. Can leave everything else there. What do we have in this room ahead? We don't know. We just don't know. Man, that is nuts. Okay, let's do what we can do first of all. We have more food available to us. Let's use it. Done. Right, that's as good as it's going to get. That's as good as it's going to get. No debuffs I can really do anything about. One person on Death's Door. 2 people on Death's Door. This is nuts. Guys, this is absolutely nuts. This is really intense. Oh, it's a trap! And it's people. Okay. That could work out in my favor, though. It's a relatively low-level attack. It's a relatively low-level party. Certainly not the, 3 Chevalier pack that we've had to deal with before. Let's get started on that Sycophant first of all. Not enough to get killed by any measure, but we can probably work him down. Alright, you're just being an asshole then. Thanks, guy. Right, crit for 4, and yeah, stress reduction all the way across the line. Bleeds going all over the place. Let's take care of that Sycophant. Done. He is done, he is dusted, and he is taken care of. I need to move people around so they can be in a better position, but let's get the opportunity to heal up our Jester by just a smidgen. And there we go. That Chevalier is going to cause me problems, but a Subterranean Skewer on the Flagellant is not a huge concern, especially with that bleed going to pushing me down into the half-life threshold for those extra attacks. Let's... what are you doing? What are you doing, you crazy bastard? Yeah, Redeem could actually be very useful. Let's do that. done. Alright. Well, health is less of a problem now than it was a few moments ago, and for that I'm very, very grateful. Let's move back position just to make sure we can get the full use out of all of our party members and try for a kill on that Supplicant. 11 damage, that should be enough. Yes, he is dead in his next turn. It's fine by me. Judgment on the Chevalier, 4 damage takes, and a good heal on the Vestal. Jester is going to have to wait a turn before we get a chance to support him in a meaningful way. Buried Blast goes down, 11 and 11. Those attacks are just nasty, but fortunately we don't take a stun from it this time around, and it's just the Chevalier left against us. We're going to do some stress healing with that Jester, who's looking just a little bit peaked for a number of very good reasons, to be entirely honest. And let's drop a Punish in place, 9 damage taken, and what's his bleed at? Resisted. Nothing done. Alright, let's try and get some strikes in. 10 HP left. Only 4 bleed to come next turn. Let's focus some healing on my Jester. Beautiful critical for 18 there as well, and stress keeps going down. Chevalier unfortunately has no more bleeds running. Subterranean Skewer, 14 damage, and I need to do something to keep my... I need to do something to keep my Flagellant in the game. Nico, I will not let you die. I will not let you die, or at least I'll do my absolute best to not let you die. I can't always promise everything. Alright, let's do this. Boom. That's a kill. That's some health. That's a beautiful heal. Beautiful, beautiful heal there. And we have... Yeah, I'm going to pick up those bandages. Wow. Wow. Okay, so... Crests for me are more important right now than portraits by a healthy measure. I'm going to probably throw out those holy waters because I haven't found any blood fountains in a bit. But my god, things are intense. Literally, I'm inside a tent, inside a marquee, inside some kind of palanquin. It's nuts. Right, this is going to keep focusing on backwards, doubling back through, and where is this going to connect exactly? Alright. 2 Sycophants, large flesh eater. We are under control. And a little bit of damage there, not too bad. Stress is okay. That Sycophant will get a buff. Thirst goes down, but again, everyone already has the curse. We don't have to worry about them picking up any fresh diseases. We just need to keep them well and clearly, and absolutely off death's door. Flesh Eater has no chance whatsoever to bleed, so instead we will drop a focus bleed on the Sycophant. 5 damage taken, as well as that 5 bleed. It's fine by me. Let's focus a heal up on the Jester. Only 9 health, but that's enough to top us off quite nicely. And let's finish off that goddamn Sycophant. 26 HP. Beautiful stuff. Stress goes down across the board, and let's keep focusing down. Oh, beautiful critical hit there. Absolutely beautiful critical hit there. Even without us being in Bloodlust, we're getting some great strikes with the Flagellant. She takes some hits there, and her damage is massively debuffed. But I'm not going to waste a turn on clearing that debuff. I'm not going to, waste medicinal herbs on clearing that debuff at this stage. Stress-wise, we're looking pretty good. No real chance. Well, actually, the bleed resist has been reduced. Let's slice off there. 9 damage is a pretty good start. Bleed helps out as well. It's 11 bleed per turn and 11 health regained with that strike there. Let's keep things going. Bleed-wise, 4 damage taken, and unfortunately that bleed did not take, so that attack did not work out for us. Tentacle Devour drops down, and 16 damage. We should be okay. It's just the one guy left, and we have things under control. Vaguely. If it bleeds, once again, unfortunately this time we don't even get the hit in place, and let's just keep slicing off. 7 damage that one does take, and bleeds are in place. 16 damage. 15 damage hit, and he's dead. He's dead in his next turn. All we have to do is just faff things out. Critical 22, absolutely fantastic heal, and that's round. Whew! Alright, we're picking up some additional medicinal herbs as well, which will come in handy. If I could find some extra shovels, I'd be grateful too, and it might... Well, it's not time for a camp. It's not time for a camp because we've recovered from that last, absurd pounding we got. Alrighty, let's see what we have here. Sycophant, Manservant, Supplicant, and Esquire. If you could take out the Esquire earlier, I'd be grateful, but it's not going to happen. That said, with a Manservant guarding, we could have some bigger problems than stress. Let's start things off on that Manservant. 7 HP left, 6 bleed, not enough. If only we had a chain attack. Oh wait, we do. Done. No bleed there, but it was a better value attack than anything else I could have done. 4 damage and 16 stress on the Jester, and we are looking fine. Let's keep that Sycophant in check. Unfortunately, he's going to dodge, and that is regrettable. But what I can do now, that my stun is not that badly nerfed, is try and keep that Esquire out of action for 1 turn. Unfortunately, he resists. That's completely fine. Predigestion goes down. 5 damage taken, and does the Blight come through? It does not. Fantastic resist. Skewering Repartee is insane damage. Insane damage, and bleeds all over, and he has a riposte. This is really compromising. Look, let's get started on that Supplicant now. It's the best of all available options we have with this flagellant. My gosh, that's some pretty nasty damage. Look, let's try and slice off here and finish off that supplicant one way or the other. It takes, and he is dead in his first action. The thirst goes down in the flagellant. It's a dodge. That's just fine by me, and let's try and take him out of action, or at least get him close to being there on the precipice of death. Ribcracker goes down, 7 damage taken, and that's just fine by me. That debuff may cause me some problems, but I'm not overly concerned. What I am concerned about, though, is the health of Destroys the Jester, but in his blood-fueled madness, he declines the heal. Let's drop that down on Sarah the Hellion instead, and we are looking good. Supplicant is dead, and everyone shuffles forward. Just a Sycophant as the first attack against me in the next round. In fact, let's just make the best use of that we can. Boom shakalaka, he's dead. I'm healed, and everything is fine. That riposte is still going to be active for one more round. I'm not going to chance it, though, because the health that we've got now, guys, may not allow us to survive a riposte, depending on who it is that we are looking at. Vestal's turn, it's definitely time to focus down on that Jester once again. Up to 29 or 37, and Thirst goes down to the Hellion. 9 damage, but no problems. This guy is transmogrifying into his beast mode, so we can just get on and get killing here. 16 HP left. We can make this work. We can make this work. We can make him dead. Alright, let's keep it going. Don't want to be using up the... Well, I can't do diddly with the Jester at this stage. Let's just take care of a bit of stress once again and keep us competitive in this dungeon. Let's see what we have in store. Could do some stress transfer. I could just do the kill. Let's get the kill done. Done, and done. We are in the clear. Wow.
Victory, but a victory nonetheless.
That was not a trifling victory, my friend. That was quite an intense victory. Anyway, he's an unreliable narrator. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. What the hell are you doing? Let's juggle back to first positions. Let's consider our options. I'm going to use a bandage there because I may as well. Yep, that's a free stack ready to go. Shouldn't have bothered with that holy water. It's just making me make compromised decisions. But with that said, I will use a shovel. Oh, who's wasting? Attaboy. Let's use a shovel here. Treasure inside. Yep, don't mind if I do. And you know what? I'm probably going to prefer the... No, gold I don't need. Gold I don't need. In fact, it's gold that I should be throwing out because I don't really need it. Like, I've got 70k in the bank, and that's fine by me, to be honest. Let's pop this cocoon, relieve some stress in the process, and that's looking just fine. Crimson Curse, I do want to be in Bloodlust with my Hellion, but it's just not working out for me, despite the extra crit and dodge. I'm not going to pop that. Well, I can take the chance on someone. Let's see who has the best bleed resist. 100%, that's not too bad. 75, yeah, let's take it on the Flagellant here. Blood Flowers, nothing to offer. That's fine. Again, if someone was to drop a shovel, I would not object. I would not object in the slightest. I should actually pick a point to camp at some stage soon. But before we can do that, we have 2 supplicants, an Esquire, and 2 Esquires, a Supplicant, and a Manservant to worry about. I'm definitely going to want to activate some Chain Bleeds if I can before these guys have a chance to do anything in response. Definitely going to punish at least this Esquire here, and he's currently rocking no additional bleed, unfortunately. Well, was more than one way to skin a cat. Right, so at least one of them is gone, and let's see, what are our chances to stun? Really poor. Let's just get a judgment going and heal ourselves up just a smidge. 10 damage taken and 4 bleed left to go. He's dead in his next action. Not this one, unfortunately. He will get some stress on us in any case, and that's a quick shuffle around. Bit of stress on the Flagellant, not too much in the way of worries. String repartee, that, oh my goodness, and bleeds for everyone. Oh no. Great dodge, Nico. Great dodge. Oh my gosh. Alright, this Manservant's already dead. We don't have to worry about him. Stress here is somewhat of a problem, but I can't really... I don't want to do anything with that riposte in place. Let's get a party buff going to maximize our crit chances and accuracy. Let us exsanguinate. No, let us heal. Let us heal, brothers. Let us heal. Let us make this a place of healing and cleansing. And horrible damage and dodge debuffs, obviously, as well. Alright, we can cure that bleed, and we may as well, so let's take that opportunity. And it's a crit for 10 as well on the heal, which is not too shabby at all. We've survived the skewering repartee of that Esquire. What we will do, though, is probably drop a judgment on this supplicant and get ourselves a bit of extra health to weather out those bleeds. Rip Cracker goes down, 7 damage, and that's the least of our problems, to be entirely honest. Gather the Blood goes down, and 5 damage taken. We are back in super insanity ability territory once again. Craving. Alright, well, we don't want you to be craving. We want you to be lusting for blood, but we are going to be shy of blood if we keep keeping people in bloodlust. Meantime, let's grab a Wicked Hack right here. Done, done, and done. He is dead like Fred, and carrying things through, we may as well do some de-stress on the Flagellant, who will probably be taking a very nasty strike in only a few moments. Let's see how that works out. Exsanguinate, don't mind if I do. I'm going to take a chance on that riposte. 10 damage made, 5 damage taken, and 18 health back. That was a good trade. That was a very, very good trade. Time for us to do a focus heal now on the Hellion. Up by 9. It's not amazing, but it will get us closer and closer to being topped off. Esquire is now down to 14 HP. 6 damage taken on the... Ooh, okay, but your riposte is now deactivated because you've transmogrified into your ugly, ugly demon form. And yeah, it's unfortunately our Hellion is doing all sorts of crazy, crazy loco stuff. What she will do, though, is land 28 damage on the poor, unfortunate soul before.
So too will resistance.
Let's use some bandages. I'm fine to take 3 damage there on that Vestal. Juggle back into first positions, and let's keep on keeping on. I'm going to seriously consider camping in the next spot because, yeah, we are looking a little bit peaked. You're not going to give you any blood right now. I don't need to worry about that guff, to be honest. Let's keep our eyes peeled. 2 maggots and an insatiable ghoul. No problem there. What we're probably going to do is try and deny them actions if we can. Good chance to hit. Let's take it. 20 damage. Nicely done. 1 action denied. Next up is going to be the Flagellant, and let's keep that going. 11 damage. No chance to bleed, really. Oh, but it takes. He'll be dead in his first action, which is just fine by me. Let's slice off on that ghoul as well. 5 damage taken. Bleed for the 5 damage for 3 turns, which is just fine by me. Hal goes down. There's going to be a bit of stress. More than likely, unfortunately, no one dodges. But, oh, well, 1 resist. Well, 2 resists. That's something. Okay, well, that's no complaints at all. Probably a party heal to open things up. 4s all round. Again, not fantastic, but not bad either. That maggot is dead and buried, and it's just the ghoul against us all, and we can make things work. Let's start by de-stressing that Jester. Nicely, nicely, nicely done, and let's carry things on with a Wicked Hack. Done, done, and Dunsky, 13 hit points later, taken away. Let's keep those bleeds going as well. 4 damage plus 11 bleed per turn, which is not too shabby at all. Let's keep party healing here. 5s all round this time around, so things are getting better with every passing turn. And 21 hit points left on that ghoul. Skull Toss goes down, is dodged. That's actually beautiful stuff. Let's keep things rolling regardless. Who's rocking the most stress? It's going to be 19 on the Flagellant, so let's make his life just a little bit easier and wait for the horror to start playing out on my guys' stress counters. 1 more punish just for some additional bleed damage there, and yeah, 17 damage per turn. He's dead. He's dead. Right, don't need any of that gold, don't need any of that holy water. In fact, I'm going to throw out that holy water. I regret buying it in the first place. I said it before, I did it before, and I don't know why I did it again. So, there you go. Alright, let's try and figure out what these blood fountains do. That's what we had these holy waters in the first place. Surprising boon, it's a de-stress and a heal. That's not really worth it. I'm not going to ever bother with holy water in the courtyard ever again because it's just silly. Large Flesh Eater, 2 Sycophants, and the element of surprise in our favor. Let's get things started with a strike on that Sycophant, just to avoid some stress if we can. That bleed is in place, not quite enough for a kill, but we can make things work. Let's do a chain bleed if we can. That should get that Sycophant to the point of death. That is just fine in my books. Iron Swan goes down, 19 damage, and while he is not instantly dead, he can be made to be instantly dead. As long as you're willing to be a little bit flexible with your definition of instantly. Obviously, Tentacle Devour goes down. It's dodged because we're just too damn pretty to take hits today. And let's start wailing down on this ugly monstrosity. 20 damage taken. Let's keep things going. Not expecting the bleeds to actually take for obvious reasons, but they do regardless. So there you go. The law of unintended consequences at work. Flesh, yep. Let's do another bit of damage. 8 damage with that judgment, and let's carry things forward. Stress. Oh, Yes. Done, slice off, 9 damage taken, and even more bleed in place, 11 damage, and he's dead in his next action. We can just pace things out. Great dodge from Nico the Flagellant, and let's keep things going. Let's focus a heal down on the Hellion because we need something to do with our turn. No worries there. We may as well take a damage buff while we're at it, and let us carry on. Finally, we'll do a bit more stress management this time. Oh yeah, Jester. Jester could use the love. That's just fine by me, and well, that's yeah, may as well. Done and Dunsky. Why aren't you dead yet? Oh, there you go. Nice. All right, let's just keep on picking up. Let's get rid of that holy water. It's just rubbish. It's irrelevant to me. Irrelevant. Okay. Carrying onwards. Medicinal herbs be nice. Shovels be nice. No one is wasting quite yet. And our Hellion is still in Bloodlust, which is fine by me. Sarah, keep doing the sweet, sweet damage. Alright, we've got a Northwood Fork. And you know what, guys? I need to actually get some water to clear my throat. I'm going to quickly pause the recording. I'll be back with you guys in all of 3 seconds. Bear with only momentarily. Hey, it's Aldoom back again, so sorry for the interruption. Let that be a lesson to me. Exuberant narration without sufficient libation is a cause and source of frustration. I didn't even try and plan that out at all. Let's press on regardless of any kind of iambic pentameter or lack thereof into the next tranche. Going to leave those... Well, again, like the chance for bleed is really low. Let's take a chance on the Flagellant just in case. It's something that's super, super useful. And it's just stress. I'm not going to do that again, more than likely. We have 2 guys that are already on death's door, and stress is piling up, but we're going to be fine. Bloodlust has expired, and I'm probably not going to be able to afford... I'm not going to be able to afford to keep Sarah in Bloodlust, take full advantage of that trinket, and now that I've experienced that, I'm probably not going to use that trinket again. But, with that all said, we have a battle ahead of us. Sycophant, a Manservant, a Supplicant, and an Esquire ready to be killed. No reason for us to not get some early bleeds going. But, that said, I think I might give a chance to an elevated critical, because again, we have an Esquire in Iron Swan range for us to take out. We'll try striking that Sycophant there. Only 11 damage and no bleed, unfortunately, as well, which is a bit of a waste. Iron Swan goes down. 27 critical. Absolutely fantastic. And 6 damage taken. Let's see if we can take care of this guy entirely. Done. Alright, no group attacks and no riposte for us to worry about. Just 3 mid-tier enemies to take care of. Maddening Wine goes down 4 damage and 16 stress. Do you need to do something about the stress level on... Oh my god! Good dodge. Alright, do you need to do something with the stress level on the Flagellant. Gather Blood goes down, and shame on you, we already have the curse. You can't curse us twice, you devil mofo. Alright, let's try and focus down that Manservant before he gets his protection up. Bleeds are going to be critical to making sure he gets killed promptly, but we need to deal with the stress on the Flagellant for clear and obvious reasons. Clear and obvious reasons. Alright, just don't pass, you silly muppet. No, it's fine, you're just going to stress people out. That's okay. Let's try and finish off the kill on this Manservant, or, yeah, better chance here. Let's make it happen. Crit for 19. Beautiful work. And we get healing that we don't even need. Redonkulous. Okay, let's keep things going. Chance to kill the Sycophant one way or the other, and we get it. Fantastic critical there. I am glad I dropped that party buff. Yes, indeed I am. 3 damage taken on the Flagellant, but that is not a worry for us. What we do want to be doing is making sure we're taking care of the stress as much as we're able. And with that all said and that all done, let's get some strikes on the Supplicant. 11 damage, 6 bleed, and things are working nicely. Could keep things going, could try and focus a heal. Let's think about this. Let's just do a Divine Grace on our Hellion, make sure that she's in fighting fit form, because we don't need minor damage from the Jester, sorry, from the Vestal, to make this all work. 9 damage taken, dead in his first action. Jolly good work.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Look, as we've established, gold is not actually something that we need. We can drop it, to be honest, and that isn't necessarily a bad thing. Let's do that. Quick Draw Charm. Yeah, I don't really need it either. Oh, look at how much gold I'm throwing away. I just don't need it. What I need right now are crests, and to a more limited extent, deeds as well. I'm going to keep heading north because I am curious to find out where this all goes. Let's carry on and not tarry. Wouldn't mind more medicinal herbs, want more shovels, that goes without saying at all. Flesh Eater, Insatiable Ghoul, and a Sycophant. Who to focus on first? Well, it's going to be the one that I can have the best chance to take out quickly. Let's give that Flesh Eater a go. Only 8 damage and no other ill effects, unfortunately. That will put paid to him regardless, though. Maddening Wine goes down the Flagellant, and that's okay. 4 damage taken. Nothing to cry about, but that stress is going to be problematic. Let's try and take care of some of that there. Lovely stuff, and 15 down. Delicious, refreshing, cooling beverages to soothe my parched throat. No meaningful chance to stun. Not really a huge deal of point in doing damage, but let's do it anyway. Let's work down that Sycophant so someone can take him out in the next round, and let's keep things going. Hell goes down. There'll be a lot of stress for everyone, and no one will resist. Oh, one resist. One resist. Not too shabby at all. Not too shabby at all. We have to keep staying on mission and focusing on chilling out of the poor little Flagellant. Nico has seen better days for clear and obvious reasons. And an Iron Swan is not even enough to take out that darn Sycophant. Thirst goes down, 5 damage, and he's going to get a heal in, 5 HP left. It's going to be up to the Vestal to finish him off. Done. Alright, that's finally happened, and it is well overdue. 19 HP left on the Flagellant, so no Uber abilities yet. 15 damage to the Jester, and that is a source of concern, but my Vestal, now that she has something to do, I'm sure she'll do that job very, very well. Punish down on that Ghoul. Let's reduce his bleed resist so that we can follow things on, but nothing sticks. Nothing sticks to him at all. Alright, that, yep, that stun is cleared. 11 damage done by doing some good old-fashioned country damage. Let's try and punish again. 4 damage taken, and nothing. This guy is just lucky. He's too damn lucky for me. 11 health up from a heal from the Vestal, and let's keep things moving along nicely. Ren goes down 16 damage. Wow! And we are so close to death. It is insane. Jester's carrying more stress right now, so let's pop him down by a few points, and, you know, very, very carefully onwards. Let's just try and chip away at this Ghoul. It is not... No!
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Okay. You were just so much fun. Don't pass. Don't pass. Don't... Oh, good. Whew. Alright, that was a bit stressy. Sorry for yelling to the microphone there. Let's try and exsanguinate now. 15 damage critical, 18 health, 9 bleed. Not bad. Let's keep that heal going as well. It looks like, wow. We just can't be on death door with the Flagellant. Wow. Okay, let's take care of some of that stress though. It's built up in a big way. And, might be able to get the kill in with the Flagellant crit for 11. That's going to be enough. This Ghoul is dead in his next action. Stress goes down, and we are fine. Let's just do a self-buff here, because that guy's already dead. We don't need to worry about him. We don't need to worry about none of that guff, and may as well get the finishing blow with the Flagellant to get a bit more stress reduction.
Unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
That Lucky Talisman is a hell of a lot better than the Quick Draw Charm. Not too worried about these emeralds either, to be honest. That's going to be 3,000 in gold. That's going to be worth like 2,250, I think. So that's fine to leave behind for the moment. Just had a comment coming through on my YouTube channel. May, I will come back to you as soon as I see stuff and things. In the meantime, let's press on regardless, and we have found ourselves a locked gate. We know what kind of key we need for this. We do not. All we know is that a key is required. It looks like a red gate there, so we'll have to take the stress of walking backwards ever so slowly and take an explore down this fork. Oh my gosh, this has been an intense round of play. These Courtyard missions are just so much more intense. It's not that they're... I mean, they are hard. They are actually quite hard. I'm only like surviving this because I'm bringing level 6s along with all the right trinkets and all the right abilities. Okay, we're going to ignore that for the moment and press on. Sorry, so yes, I'm bringing my Sunday best. Like, that's why I'm surviving this, but it's still quite intense as far as these things go. Now, looking at these chaps, pretty good bleed resists. But I think opening up with a chain attack is a good call. 4 and 6, or 4 and 5, and bleeds on both is fine by me. Fallible Servitude is a bit of a pain in the keister, to be entirely honest, but we can probably find ways around that, notably killing. Unfortunately, he's already had his turn, so that guard isn't going to clear anytime soon. Midnight Minuet is going to cause me some problems, potentially, but not too many concerns there. Could try and focus down the Courtesan, could try and focus down the Supplicant. Courtesan is going to be the quickest and easiest kill, and she is quite nasty, especially when she goes into her little beast mode thingamabobby. But let's, well, you're already dead. You're not. Let's make that happen. Done! 8 damage and 10 hit points left. Hopefully we get some early attacks in next round. That Chevalier is going to be an absolute pain in the tuchus. 17 damage taken on the Vestal. That is substantial in addition to those bleeds. Gather the Blood as well. 5 damage. Hopefully no other ill effects. No, we're clean and that's fine. Thirst goes down the Jester. Great dodge there and nothing from you. Guard is cleared now on the Chevalier, which means we can start doing some meaningful damage on him. But what we may want to do is actually try and finish off that Courtesan first. Let's finish off the Courtesan. Done. Alright, one less to worry about there. Chevalier will get an early turn in, separating Obscure on the Vestal, and she's going to be on death's door with a bleed in moments. In moments if we don't get lucky. 9 damage on the Flagellant, not quite on half-life yet. Nothing we can do. Let's just wail down with a great hit on that Chevalier. 10 HP is going to be gone from him next round. Let's try and make sure we can actually get the kill. 5 damage. He's dead. He's dead in his next action. It's just the Vestal we have to worry about. Definitely clearing off that bleed and definitely dropping an epic self-heal. Crit for 18. Couldn't ask for... I can ask for more, but I'm thoroughly satisfied with what I got. Thoroughly satisfied with what I got. Let's start working down that Supplicant as well in case he gets any crazy ideas into his head. And yep, that could well be killed. Nope, 2 HP off. Look, let's deal with some stress while we have the chance, because there ain't not much else I can do with the Jester. I kind of want to keep things going for a few more rounds, because I do want to have a chance to heal up my Vestal without biting into my food supply. But we'll have to see how things play out. Gather the Blood goes down, 9 damage taken, and that is nothing to cry over. Chevalier is dead, and the Supplicant is gone the next turn, which is fine by me. Drop a self-heal on the Hellion. Don't need to do anything with these guys, to be entirely honest. Drop a self-heal on the Vessel, up by 11, and she's looking quite healthy as a result. And let's finish things through to get that stress reduction in place as well. Yep, 3 stress less. Very good.
This expedition at least promises success.
Busts I need. I'll keep those busts in place. Let's take a chance on that chest. With the... what do we have here? Well, I can use a torch. And handkerchief I definitely need to keep. Let's throw out the emeralds. Yeah, want to get the collection of all the ancestor items, and that does mean one has to make sacrifices from time to time. Looks like we are going to be compelled to head south. There's going to be a curio and another curio. This feels like it's going to link up at some stage, and hopefully we'll find the key to the next area, but I'm not sure how long my stamina is going to last. Vestal is wasting, so it's time to give her a buff back to basic, ordinary, and healthy life. Pressing on, I might actually pick a moment to camp, depending on how we are looking. Yeah, it's... stress isn't too bad. Health isn't too bad. Let's just leave off camping for the moment. Don't have to worry about inventory size. But again, yeah, we're going to skip you, Mr. Magoo. We have a trap coming up, which we can probably take on the Jester. 90%, yeah, let's do it. Disarmed, jolly good. And that is completely fine. Pressing on, bravely onwards into this battle room. With Curio. It's a chest and 2 sycophants, a manservant, and a courtesan. We have the element of surprise in our favor, and that Ancestor's Lantern has been so useful. I don't know if it's been paying off for me. I don't know if it's been paying off or not. I just feel like it has, and I've been loving having it in. Well, I love getting surprises in. It's just a free first attack. Like, who wouldn't love a free first attack? See, now it's 3 against 4 rather than 4 against 4, which is fantastic. Jester is craving, and that's just fine. We can look at Stress Mansion, which is a priority, but it's not super critical at this stage. Let's get the chain bleed going on that courtesan. Beautiful crit for 9 as well, which is fine by me. Everyone takes a bleed, and let's drop a judgment on her. Keister, 13 damage. She has not quite enough bleed to get her killed. Maddening Wine, though, is dodged. Nicely done. And that courtesan is dead in her next turn. The thirst goes down the jester, and he dodges as well, so she's got nothing. That manservant is the only guy with action, and it's thirst, 7 damage taken, and that's a fair exchange, given that he has metamorphosed into his whatever ugly monstrosity thingamabob. Considering our options carefully, we could try and drop a slice off on the sycophant. Not a bad call. 7 damage taken, and 5 more bleed to come. He's on 13. Thirst will go down on the Vestal, 7 damage taken yet again, and again, bit of heal coming through on that sycophant, counteracting most of the damage from the bleed that's anticipated. Refined Palate goes down, 5 damage and probably quite a bit of stress. No, only 12, that's fine. We get to start pulling out the Mondo attacks on, yeah, I think, yeah, definitely going to be on this manservant. 7 damage taken, 9 additional bleed, and he is a dead man. His next action, we are fully healthed up, and everything is going in our favor. Judgment down on that sycophant. 2 can play at this vampiric strike game. That's up by 6, not too shabby, and finishing things through. Nicely done. Everyone is now just free to faff their heart's delight. Definitely take care of some stress on the flagellant. No problems there. Next up, we have nothing, because that is round. A shovel, thank goodness.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Gonna drop those skeleton keys in favor of more crests, I think, because again, crests are the things that I've decided that I need for the moment. If this is a Forgotten Strongbox, sure, I need a key for it, but you know what, I'll take a chance on a bleed on someone. It holds a key, and it has the key that I need. That's fantastic. What can I drop is the question, and busts are useful, deeds are also useful, everything is useful. Medicinal herbs, though, I will want to keep for later. Let's drop the drop the deeds in favor of the key, and we have found the gateway that it goes to already. We could try and do a bit of a round around, but we know this is just going to lead us into more and more dungeon, and I want to unlock that key. And in fact, it may well be that once I've unlocked that key, I drop a camp, take care of some stress, and then consider my options carefully as a next step, because yeah, I mean, I'm doing pretty well, and as long as I can just use every battle, every quest into the courtyard to unlock one more lock, unlock one more portal, we should be pretty fine. We should be pretty fine. All right, let's keep things going. Let's keep things going nicely. Gonna keep that shovel just in case we need it, and again, that just lets us find more opportunities to camp, which is fine. Our food situation is fine. In fact, the only reason why I'm considering ending things... No! Oh, well. What'd you find? You're a tippler. Okay. Okay, you're obsessed with sainthood, and you love to drink. What are you, Irish? Sorry, didn't mean to be offensive. Just comes out sometimes. So far I've insulted Ireland and Romania. I should not insult my German friends that make up like a good 12% of my viewership. Right, we're wasting, our blood levels are running low, but we are okay for the moment. Maggots and a ghoul and the element of surprise in our favor makes for a happy doom. Yes, indeedy. Slice off. Pretty good chance to get a kill in place. 4 health and no bleed, unfortunately. It's going to be a bit of a wasted turn. That's all taken care of now. In any case, let's try Judgment here. Not quite enough for a kill. That's fine. Again, we'll just try and secure that through with the Hellions' turn. Wicked Hack. That's an insane overkill for such a little maggot. And it's just the ghoul who's left. Rend goes down. 12 damage taken, and we are not quite on half-life. We're off by a whisker, sadly, which means we're going to have to do things the old-fashioned way. Unfortunately, every now and again, the game does get a lucky dodge in place, deal some stress proactively, because we can, and wait for the damage to invariably fall on one of our guys. Hell drops down, and we'll see if we get any resists. No, everyone takes a stress. Everyone takes a stress, right? Bit of bleed down. Nope, nothing. It runs off him like water off a duck's back. Let's get a Judgment going. At least that's some damage, 7, and we top up our health on our Vestal. That's just fine by me and everyone else. In the meantime, let's look at, again, finally that bleed and that debuff does stick on that ghoul. Still not able to do the strike I want to with the... Oh, keeps dodging. Why? What a world. Alright, let's take care of some stress on the Flagellant to keep him in the game, sanity-wise. And again, let's just keep wailing on him for tiny, tiny minor damage. It's how the game plays out sometimes. And Hal goes down yet again, so it'll be even more stress. Resist, resist, horror, horror. Okay, so some people are going to be taking like absurd amounts of stress every single turn. Let's take care of the Jester first of all. He's rocking the highest value there. That's just fine. Who are you attacking? Another Hal. Oh my god, seriously? Wow, yeah. It's like 9 stress per turn. That is nuts. Let's keep smacking this guy down. 12 bleed, 16 HP left. We could get this wrapped up quite quickly. Let's do it. 9 damage, and he is a dead man walking. Meantime, let's focus a Divine Grace on the Flagellant just to make sure that we enter the next fight in a better place. We just want to take 1 hit and then use our abilities and not the other way around. In the meantime, let us do some stress transference. We'll focus the Jester's turn on taking the stress off our poor Flagellant, and that's the most efficient way of reducing stress that I have available to me just at this moment, unfortunately. Could close a kill, don't need to. We'll just do a self-heal, that's fine. Vestal will get a turn in as well. Let's drop a party heal, maximize the chance of crits, and unfortunately it isn't going to come through for anyone. Ghoul is dead, and let us press on. Alright, let's carry on. Red key, done. Let's check behind this door. And actually, let's pick this moment to camp. Let us pick this moment to camp, because it's prudent, and we need to deal with our stress.
Gathered close in
Alright, one person doesn't like it, that's fine though.
Uneasy companionship.
Let's take care of some stress here. An ambush. Oh, no, that was the wrong thing. Yes, does work. Okay, let's de-stress you. Let's de-stress you. And who else do we have? Let's de-stress that. There we go. Good as it can be. Good as it can be. Alright, it's gonna have to be camp. You have your chat, and let's get back to it. 2 free inventory spaces. Quite a bit of food left as well, and we have enough shovels to pick up more wine crates as and when the opportunity presents itself. Let's just progress on carefully. Pick up a bit of stress from exposure to the dungeon, and let's see where the hell are we going. There we go. Nicely done. We can... Done! Please, please, please. Cured. What do you have? Alright.
If only treasure could
Don't care, Torch.
Otherworldly corruption.
Seriously? Right, that's fine. We don't need that food, to be honest, so that's okay. I'm going to toss that. Well, as and when. As and when. We are running quite low on blood, and that is a limiting factor for us. Found the Viscount. I found the Viscount. How do I deal with the Viscount? That's the question. Let's learn what we can. Before we get started, let's learn what we can. We have emaciated bodies with some hit points. Let's try and get some... No, we can't get any bleed strikes on him. Let's open things up with a... Let's open things up with a party buff. Hellion will get to Bloodlust as soon as we can. It's a chance... Actually, his chance to stun isn't too bad. Let's take that. Let's buy ourselves some time if we can. Nice, okay, so let's get you into Bloodlust. Good, that's going to maximize your dodge and your crit, which is fine by me. Let's get hacking. 34, that's a sweet crit. That's a lucky, lucky run through. And Ravenous Feast, what are you eating? What are you doing? 50 health. Dear God, so that's why I have to take these guys out, otherwise he'll just heal. Okay, that makes sense. Let's get started on this emaciated body. 13 damage and, yeah, no bleed, that's expected. We're let's keep things going with more party buffs. Again, we want those crit chances in as much as we are humanly able to have them. Let's take out this body now. Done. And these guys do shuffle forward, which is fine by me. 2 seconds. 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to have to actually quickly pause out because I've got a call coming through. Bear with. Okay. And we're back, and that was the worst timing ever. I didn't realize he had like 4 attacks back to back. He has a riposte act. What the hell has happened? Oh my god, I go away for like 2 seconds and everything goes to pot. Alright, let's drop a judgment in place here on this body. Hope for the best. 11 damage, that's fine. And again, I'm just going to try and avoid riposte act for 3 rounds. Damn, 5 pound, 23 damage. Oh my god, and 6 bleed. Gonna need to deal with that. Okay, let's deal with that bleed right now. Let's try and finish off one of these corpses if we're lucky, or a minor self-heal. Death's Door is... No, we've got too many attacks that come through from this guy to actually have to rely on that. Took off half of our life before. That was insane. Let's deal with some de-stress. Let's de-stress the Jester for the moment. Party buff could be a better call, to be honest, but we'll do what we can here. And let's take out another corpse if we can. 26 out of whatever else. No bleed there. Ravenous Feast goes down, and he has a nosh. He gets 50 health. And that uses up quite a few of his terms. Divine Grace on the Hellion. Don't mind if I do. Up by 10 hit points. On only 18 points in total. Refine. Oh, 34. And Death's Door. There we go. There we go. And that's regrettable because the Hellion will have an earlier turn. And Sarah could die. Sarah could die here. That could be a real problem. Alright, let's party buff. Let's party buff for the moment. Oh, thank God. Let's heal you up by 9. It's not amazing, but we'll have to take it. Let's keep taking out these bodies. 16 HP. These attacks aren't going great. Square Meal. What are you? 25. I should have taken out the bigger one. Oh well. Served rare, 11 damage, and we're probably back on Death's Door and bleeding, and it's our turn next. Sarah's resolve is tested, and she's hopeless. Damn it. Right, there's no getting around that. Oh, no. Death's Door. Okay, good. Good. I think it's time to run. Oh! Sarah, no!
More ashes.
I'll revive you.
Disappointment.
I'll revive you. Oh my god. Run away. Run away. Run away. Oh.
But the battle may yet be won.
Sarah, I'm so sorry. I will bring you back to life as either Sarah 2 or... Oh, that was rough. I did not know how the Viscount worked. That was insane and intense, and... can you please center on my party? Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Yes, we'll suffer stress. That's fine. Oh my god, that was grueling.
The end of things.
That was grueling, guys. Sarah, I'm so sorry. I will bring you back. Even if it's just renaming a different flagellant in your honor. Wow, that was nuts. How are you supposed to kill the Viscount? He has so much heal ability. I guess you have to take out the biggest bodies. He uses 2 turns on the heal, I think. I'm sorry, Sarah. Nico is now clumsy. Desurs is Lygophobia. You're bloodthirsty and... Oh, Sarah. If I get a random event to resurrect you, you're coming straight back, and if not, I'll just rename someone. That sucked.
I see something long absent in the sunken faces of passers-by. A glimmer of hope.
Gone but not forgotten. And you will be resurrected one way or the other. In the meantime, we have a lot to fix up. That did some pretty insane damage. If I can find that event which resurrects someone, I'm totally looking for it, and we've got nothing. Nothing. Well, that was intense. Good fun, but intense, and very often interrupted. I'm sorry for all the calls that came through and stuff, and yeah, I shouldn't be recording this time of the day because people will call me. In the meantime, I'm going to sign off at this stage and do a bit of back of house faffing, cure some things, and hope for the best, as well as probably rebirth Gry or Fergant as Sarah number 2. Sorry. And yeah, in the meantime, I'm Adu. Thank you again for tuning in. I hope you've had fun. If you liked seeing this, hit that like button for me. Any comments, drop them in there, particularly if you're one of my subs and want to commiserate with me over how much of a bad run that was before. If you're new to the channel, hey, stick around, hit that sub button, watch the playlist, and once again, guys, I will catch you soon.